Welcome to a video on how to get good at the Rugby Star, perhaps the most beginner-friendly all-star in the game. Players who are able to utilize this infinite splash machine will be able to fuck enemies with minimal precision, as well as occasionally fucking with any pocket flowers. Let's get started. The Rugby Star is a variant of the All-Star class, whose primary consists of a slow-firing automatic rugby launcher that has a false advertising name, since he is one of the two variants with a slower rate of fire. The weapon fires at a sluggish 275 rounds per minute and can fire for up to 3.47 consecutive seconds before suffering an overheat, making the weapon become unusable for the next 3 seconds. Each shot fired can deal 12 damage for an impact and up to 5 for the splash, in a decently sized radius, meaning that as long as you land the shot near the enemy, you are guaranteed some decent damage. However, the direct impact damage is subject to drop off, with it going down to 8 per direct hit at medium range, though the splash is not affected, so feel free to splash snipe people like an edgy 12th grader pissing out of the 3rd story window onto his teacher's car. Rugby Star also has 2 notable details that most other variants don't, which gives him a distinctive advantage in certain situations. The first of these being that Rugby Star's projectile velocity is quite fast, at 400 meters per second, making ranged duels significantly more consistent and allowing you to engage at distances that a majority of other all-stars would struggle with normally. The other trait is that Rugby Star is one of the 2 characters to have the highest heat drop in the game, at 0.8 heat per second, meaning that you don't have to wait as long when giving your weapon a quick break mid-fight, allowing it to have much more flexibility in how long you can make it last. The optimum upgrade setup for the Rugby Star would be the damage, overheat, and health regeneration upgrades, with the overheat upgrade being especially important as it grants an additional 1.2 seconds of firing time, which when combined with the damage upgrade significantly increases the window of opportunity to kill beefier classes. In terms of strengths, Rugby Star is much more forgiving both in terms of making near misses not as punishing, but also having a much higher projectile velocity, allowing you to engage in fights at longer distances. His high heat drop also means that you can take a very quick pause mid-fight before continuing to fire your weapon once more and allow it to recover. However, Rugby Star does sacrifice quite a substantial amount of damage for what he gains, meaning that how much damage he can deal before overheating is quite low in comparison to most of the other variants. His weapon also overheats quite quickly, as even with the overheat upgrade equipped, you can only fire for up to 4.5 seconds before suffering an overheat. Thanks to this guide, you will now be the master of getting 30% direct hits and 70% intentional misses as you splash your way to victory. Be sure to come back for the next episodes next week. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more shit like this. Have fun.